Hey guys, Johnny here. Man, this is literally like guerrilla podcast. Isn't that kind of funny? Wow. So yeah, I thought it might be a little bit easier to actually just start, but I'm going to start. Literally, guys, I've been talking about doing a podcast probably for 5 years, and just the technical part seemed difficult for me. I've got a YouTube channel for one of my hobbies. Yeah, I've probably heard about it, maybe not. Hogging it. It's Hogging It, like Hoggin, and then space IT. Go check it out on YouTube. But this is episode one, basically, of the gorilla in real estate. That's kind of funny. But literally, dude, you know what? I was going to talk about the market that we're in right now, the buyer's market, seller's market, whatever. It's a buyer's market, right? Especially in the Austin area and surrounding areas. If you're within an hour, hour and a half of Austin, buyer's market. And I think the problem that we're seeing right now, the biggest mistake most sellers are making, okay, first of all, you should hire an agent. Why? They can run comps, they can run numbers, they can look at the data. They will market your property the way it should be. Zillow, Realtor.com, MLS, networking, all the things. If you're trying to sell a house right now, for sale by owner, oh my God, I can only imagine how much action you're not getting. It's probably just sitting there. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm not saying people who do for sale by owners can't do it. You absolutely can, but there's a lot of legal loopholes. There's a lot of challenges. We sell about 50 to 60 houses a year right now, which is kind of small fish in my opinion. But, that's about 4 months, so we know what we're doing. Been in business 20 years. The number one mistake that most sellers make right now is they are literally overpricing it. And I'll explain that to you. We can go into a neighborhood or even farm and ranch, and we can literally freaking look at what things have sold for, like houses that are similar to yours or properties that are similar to the ranch. They're not always the same, but in the cookie cutter neighborhoods, it's so easy to determine price point. If you bought during COVID, you're probably upside down right now, honestly. And that's unfortunate, but it is the market, right? So there's a lot of people who are trying to sell their houses right now who bought during COVID and they want to try to break even, which I don't blame them, right? Maybe the best thing is don't sell right now. Or if you sell, you better price it right. Get an agent to run numbers. One of the biggest pushbacks I get is these clients of ours, not all of them, but some of them, and God bless them, they're trying to make their money back. They're trying to break even at best, right? We decide that we're going to just speak truth to people. We'll show them the numbers. We'll actually sit down with you and show you literally how to price a property. And we'll actually make you part of the process. We'll sit in your living room or coffee shop and go over how we do it. And half the time, everybody's like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. It's complicated, but it's not complicated. If you've never done it, it can be very complicated. But we do it all the time, so it's easy. Anyway, where I'm going with that is a lot of these folks that we talk to, they're like, well, my neighbor sold for this, my neighbor this, my neighbor that, whatever. That's what we usually hear. And I'm like, well, can you show me your data? And generally, they can't. There's no data. They're just going off a gut feeling, or this is how I feel, or this is what we literally think we should do. And there's times when me and my wife have to make decisions. Meredith is a broker also, by the way. Most of y'all know that. Keller Williams brokerage here, by the way. We're an independent brokerage called Duke Realty. Been doing it a long time. And really, where I'm going with that is, if you can't back up your number, I probably won't either take the listing. I don't want to try the market. And if you just test the market, literally, you're more than likely, you're going to sit there for months and not have any buyers. And then people are going to lowball you because they think there's something wrong with the property, or they're going to think you're desperate to take an offer. And that's legit. I want y'all to do me a favor. If you're listening to this podcast, Google the sales pyramid, the pricing pyramid for real estate. It's a pyramid, and it'll show you if you price it high, you only get like 10% of the market. If you price it at market value, you're going to get 60 to 70% of the buyers. And if you're below market, you're going to be in that 75 percentile. And that's where you can sometimes get multiple offers. Just like anything, whether it's a car or a horse or a dog. I know that sounds weird, but I used to be a dog breeder. I'm a hog breeder now. We've got hogs that we're about to start breeding. Cooney coons, by the way, if you've never seen a Cooney coon pig or spent time with them, they're the sweetest pigs ever. They're really cool. Back to the whole point here. If you price it right, you're going to sell it. If you're not pricing your property right, you're going to sit on the market and you're going to get frustrated. If your agent is doing their job, and I'm going to tell you right now, are you working with new agents? There can be some really badass new agents. Are you working with someone who's been in 5 years, 20 years, whatever? There's a lot of really good ones. The young ones can be amazing, by the way. When I say that, I'm 56. So there's a lot of young agents that they just don't have the depth of experience, but some of them also blow it out of the park. So literally you can go into an interview and make sure that your agent's consulting you. You want to make sure they are actually consulting you on price, all the objections, feedback, all the things. So when you're getting into the price thing, ask the tough questions. Hopefully your agent is consulting you, telling you, hey, here's where we need to be. And if you don't have any showings, you don't have any activity, you're probably overpriced or there's something wrong. So it's always price, condition, location. If you're doing the price, condition, location thing, you're going to sell your house. Is it priced right? Most of the houses we sell are in great condition, or, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, they're probably 7s. So no big deal. But, you can overcome a lot of that. But if it's under 7, you might want to adjust your price. Location's huge. Like if you back up to a highway, it's going to be hard to sell, like a busy highway, unless some people actually want that. And I guess some people do. I don't know. But most of the market want the green belt. They want a normal neighborhood. They want a nice lot. They want trees. So that's the location deal, right? So remember, price, condition, and location sells homes. Price it properly. Talk to a real estate professional. Interview agents. Ask them, how many deals have they done? And if they're brand new, give them a chance maybe, especially if you know them. But make sure they've got someone backing them up. Make sure they've got a team leader or someone that's going to help coach them through the process. I started somewhere, it was rough in my beginning. We're doing about 4 houses a month right now, which is pretty decent, but we'd like to do 10 houses a month, and that's our plan. But of course, God willing, right? We believe that God's going to bring it to us, the provision, all the things. We give him the credit, but we do have our responsibilities and we take that very seriously. So if you're thinking about selling your home right now, please price it right. It's a buyer's market. Be willing to give up some closing costs also. Almost every deal we're doing right now has closing costs included, meaning like on a $400,000 house, you're probably going to have to pony up $10,000 roughly for closing costs, and it goes up. Like 700,000 is probably 20,000 right now. And your agent can help you figure out what those are by talking to a lender. Nail those numbers down. Know your numbers. Know the market. Make sure your agent is consulting you and educating you. So this is literally the first thing I want to talk about right now in this buyer's market, Central Texas. Make sure you're pricing your home properly. If you need us to help you, sold at dukehomesales.net. You can call me directly. I'll give everybody my phone number. It's 512-228-2886. I'm a native Austinite. My parents were born in Austin. I went to college in Austin, got married in Austin, had my kids in Austin. So anything within an hour and a half of Austin, Texas, we're working. And we do farm and ranch. I do quite a bit of farm and ranch. We do a lot of normal houses, the normal price points, and we also do some luxury. I'm a broker. My wife's a broker. Her name's Meredith Duke, by the way. She's amazing. She's the sweet one, by the way. She's also our operations girl. She's amazing. What I'm trying to say is hit us up. Send us an email. Call me, and I'll pick up my phone. And if I don't pick up my phone, text me. If I'm on the phone, I'm not going to answer. But, we'd love to help you out. This is Johnny from Duke Realty, a Keller Williams company, and we would love to help you out. And don't forget to like and subscribe and love your neighbor.